Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Heck Creative. This time we're going over the Marvel Legends Gamerverse and MCU action figures of 2020, ranked from worst to best. Let's get to it. So in last place here is Joe Fixit, and I made it no secret that I was not a big fan of this guy. I just really think that he's a lackluster character in a way. He's a guy in a suit, it's Hulk, but you can only, like Hulk so far. I have Red Hulk, I have Green Hulk. Why do I need a guy in a suit? However, I find that you can just take off his head, take off the hands, and put anybody you want on this body. So yeah, it's useful in this capacity, but the head and hands aren't really needed at all. So next up is Blue and Black Captain America. Blue being my lesser favorite than Black. I like how this looks, the sleek, dark colors. The shield is kind of unimportant. The shield actually one of my least favorite Captain America shields, by the way, by far. But I like the body mold on these figures, and these characters are alright, but as kit bashes or as different characters, I like to use these as my US agent characters, or maybe some troops if you want to use, for either for shield or something. But yeah, these are great for kit bashing, customizing, and using for something other than the Gamerverse figures themselves. And they lend well to just playability. Iron Man is next, and I just find that he's your regular old Iron Man. Yay. He's just okay. I like how he looks. I like how the build is and sculpt. I'm not a fan of this face. It looks way too alien-like to me. But for Iron Man, he's good. He has all the requisite articulation. I really think this should have been a sort of swivelly thing. A little ball joint hinge, and these shoulder pads kind of run into articulation. That's an issue with this figure. The articulation is kind of sort of lackluster. I kind of just put him on the shelf and forgot about him, used him for some Hall of Armor displays. And by the way, check out that video. It's really cool and really fun, my Hall of Armor build. It's awesome. But yeah, this guy is just fodder for the Hall of Armor. Enough really said. I don't really have anything else to say about this guy. Moving on. Gamerverse Abomination is in my top 3, and I find him to be a beast. Look at him, he's really cool. I really don't have much else to say other than that they could have painted these, they could have painted these, they could have painted these and these, and changed this up all the way. Just lose it entirely. Yeah. Getting a comic book head on this is probably going to be my top priority. This is also one of the first introductions to the new sort of dumbbell joint that they've been using for me. I find this to be a pretty great Build-A-Figure. I just don't like the source material, but as a base for a comic book Abomination, heck yeah. Great articulation in this guy, a lot of good swivelings and ball joints and butterfly joints and everything, and he's just a really solid beast of a figure. And yeah, pick him up, maybe get a different head, and you're set. We give him a little bit of paint here and there, but yeah, he's kind of perfect in that regard. Star Boost Iron Man is number 2, and I really like him, but I find that his paint is kind of just lacking in some places, and the fact that it chips off sometimes. I got this guy for a lot of the accessories, and they look really cool on him, but I just think this guy is pretty okay. And yeah, it's Iron Man. He's really cool. I love the body sculpt a lot. I like the gold a lot. I love the color scheme. I like everything about him looks really great, but he's all the accessories you need for an Iron Man. However, I don't know. He's not my favorite, and you probably know what that is coming up. Yeah, that's right, bring on the hate. Yeah, I picked this Iron Man to be my number 1. I am just floored by how good this guy looks, and it kind of shows you how the accessories don't really matter too much when you have an amazingly great looking figure. It's kind of perfect in almost every way. It has a great Tony Stark head. I've actually put on the Hawkeye. It looks really awesome. But yeah, I am in love with this Iron Man. It's a really nice, fresh take on Iron Man. My problem with Iron Man is that you always see the same red, gold, whatever. This is silver and blue, which is incredibly new to Iron Man. For me, at least, it's very new. That's why I like the Stealth Iron Man a lot. But this Iron Man is amazing, and he's my top number 1 guy for the Gamerverse line, at least. If it goes farther, maybe Thor would be great. Maybe Black Widow would be great. Maybe they introduce Taskmaster in there. But I don't know. The game doesn't seem to be doing that well or that great in any capacity, so we'll see if there's any more Gamerverse figures. But yeah, for now, that's my top Gamerverse figures that I have. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. So in last place is Crimson... what's his name? Red Guardian. I didn't even care enough to remember his name. In the Crimson Dynamo Wave, Red Guardian. That's what I was trying to say. He's horrible. I hate the face sculpt. It doesn't even look like David Harbour. The articulation is kind of iffy. The shield is really weird. I hate this head. I wish there was a more helmeted head. They probably could come out with a new one, given that the movie's been pushed back and went an entire year. But yeah, I just don't like this guy at all. I mean, maybe the shield clip might break and it'll save me to have to throw this guy away or something, but he's just not the best at all. Sorry, guys. Sorry, David Harbour. You probably do a good job in the movie. I like your acting. Elena Bulova is next. I find that she is just sort of lackluster compared to the Infinity War Black Widow. This is a different version that's not really as good as I thought it would be. It's on this sort of lollipop kind of head in a way with a lot of gappage here and there. There is a better version of Black Widow with a better jacket, and all you gotta do is swap the white out and you're fine. Maybe even use the Deluxe Black Widow and change that up. But yeah, this is just not the best figure. I don't even know who she is, and that's my main problem. They should come out with the figures for the movies maybe a month or two after the movie's released. I mean, I know that they release these to build up hype, but I really wish I knew more about this character before going in. The face sculpt looks nice too. That's good at least. Much better than Red Guardian. So that's a plus on her side. Ebony Ma is next, and I just don't really like this guy too much. He's kind of boring, doesn't come with anything. He's Ebony Ma. They improved the face sculpt and some of the coloring from the previous release, but it's the same figure with no accessories, and that's basically it. It's, again, not my favorite character. I don't really see the Scarlett Johansson likeness in this face at all, and I am not really a big fan of this Black Widow. Anyways, she does come with stuff. She does come with more accessories. She comes with the standard gold and black, but it's too gray. She's not Gray Widow, she's Black Widow. I also don't like these boots at all. They look kind of weird. And it's the same, I think, a lot of the sculpt is reused from Elena. Maybe the other Black Widow, the deluxe one. But I'm not really seeing this Black Widow as my favorite Black Widow out of all of them. Especially this face. It doesn't really look like Scarlett Johansson at all to me. But yeah, let's move on from her. Corvus Glaive is next, and he's the same as I said in my review. Very black, very gold, very kind of bland in a way. They improved the face, they improved everything, but that doesn't make him a good figure still. He still has a lot of articulation things he needs to work out, and this cloak is sort of a hassle. And yeah, that's kind of it. His staff is cool too, better and upgraded, yet I'm just not a big fan of this guy too much. That's all I really have to say. Kind of a twofer, this body with the head and everything, and then the extra arm that's stuck on this Thanos. I really like the coloration of this one, the new one. It's better than the old one here, yet the old one could still be used as sort of a more burnt out Thanos, darker colored and stuff. And I kind of like it as such. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. I didn't realize that the golds are a little different on them, as I didn't really mention in my review. This one seems a little more gold, yellowy. This one seems a little more bronzy. But yeah, I like Thanos a lot. I just feel like we're kind of done. We've kind of reached our zenith of Thanos. We have way too many of him, and I think we're good, guys. We're good. Just give us the comic Thanoses from now on, and then we'll be sick of that, and we'll move on to more characters here and there. But yeah, Thanos is great. I wish they'd stick with the color scheme a little better. Like this is a little more lavender, and this is a little more sort of blueberry, kind of. But yeah, Thanos is great. Not complaining, just we've seen too much of him, and there's better figures anyways. I didn't really forget Proxima, I just sort of reordered her in my lineup, so yeah, I really like Proxima Midnight a lot now. She has this great, the sword is wonderful, I love the sword thing, it's great. The color scheme is really nice and muted and dark. Her face is a nice face sculpt, at least, way better than the other one. And I really like her a lot as a character and also as a figure. She has a lot of good posability, a lot of good articulation. I like how this doesn't really hinder, at least. Her head hinders a little bit, but that's kind of to be accepted if it's a female character without the hair. Maybe they can make a more rubbery material down the line or something, but yeah, she's a great figure and I like her a lot. Yeah, she's just better than Thanos at least, but not as good as the next four on the list. I'm not so much a fan of this Black Widow for the body or the head or anything, although the head is a great wonderful piece. I actually got a bunch of these figures and used them as my other Black Widow characters, as you can see in a review that should be popping up soonish at least. But yeah, this figure is great. The accessories she comes with are dynamite. She comes with that great stand. It looks wonderful. The explosion effects are awesome. The little guns she has are great. And just every piece of her is awesome. I mean, even these little wrist bracelet things, I put them on the other Black Widows and they look fine. Yeah, this is a great set. You can probably get her for maybe $15 now as opposed to 30. And yeah, the Black Widow Deluxe is awesome, and everyone should at least get maybe 3 or so. Just have a bunch of stands and stuff. Those stands are just dynamite. They're gold. Just showing you what the stand can do. It's just awesome. It can go up and down, and it's just great. I love this thing. It's really posable, flexible, usable. It's just wonderful. And yeah, this stand just makes it. This is the stand from the Hasbro Pulse. It's $15 or so, and well worth it. The Hasbro logo's on this one. I think the Marvel Legends logo is on the other ones. I'm actually surprised I even opened these. I forgot I even opened these. But I need to use these stands more because they're really versatile. I don't like using too many stands in my pictures unless characters fly. But I gotta think to myself, I need to have more flying characters in my displays now in my photography. So yeah, thanks for reminding me of that review. So just sort of touching on Stan Lee, the man. Oh my goodness. This is probably one of my favorite figures that I've gotten this year, at least. I really like it a lot. I like the articulation. I like the face sculpt is incredibly good. Really captures the likeness of the man himself. The hair, the face, the smile. They really get the smile down too. It's just great. This is done in the Peter Parker body, I believe. Different shoes and everything. The articulation's the same that we've seen on like every other figure in Marvel. And it's good. I just think that I like it a lot. I just don't know why. Stan Lee, seeing him in all the movies, that kind of, bumped this guy up a lot for me. Honestly, this year's been very lackluster when it comes to the action figures of the MCU, and yet I feel like they really hit it out of the park with this guy. They were going to have it be a Build-A-Figure where you take his legs and build them, and then his head or something, or with some 2-packs, and that fell through, and I'm glad that fell through. And then we have this figure a lot. He comes with this shield with his signature on it, and he also comes with this little chest set. Doesn't open or anything, but it's very detailed in that you can see a lot of little checkers on there. You can't really open it up though, which is a shame. It would probably be bending over here a lot, and that wouldn't be good. I like it. Wish it was functional, but yeah, that's Stan Lee for you. He's a very good figure. You can also strap the shield on his arm. And I tried to have him hold this thing, but his hand is just a little bit loose and limp. But yeah, let's give it up for the man, Stan Lee. He's really great and a wonderful figure, and thank you for all you've done, really. Being in all these movies and giving that face to the branding, at least instead of Kevin Feige. So who shows up after Stan Lee? Who knows? Maybe Deadpool. Maybe Kevin Feige himself. Maybe a Watcher. You never know. I wouldn't mind them to carry the tradition of having a character show up in the background of a film, kind of like Alfred Hitchcock. But yeah, what do you guys say, Stan? Excelsior. Ah yes, the year-long mystery of who's behind Taskmaster's mask. We still don't even know. The movie hasn't come out yet. Wow. Alright, so yeah, it's not surprising this is one of my favorite figures of the year. I like this guy a lot. I like his articulation a lot. How cool he looks and just how well he moves. I really love this figure a lot. It's great. I haven't really touched him that much, but I gotta get back into, posing this guy because he's wonderful. The movie's coming out probably soon, and yeah, Taskmaster's great. Man, I mean, the best thing about him is all his stuff he comes with. Look at all these things. He has a bow, and he has a sword. He has an arrow with a little swivel tip. That's nuts. He's got 2 claws. And he also comes with fists as well as the iconic Taskmaster shield that he has. Simply one of the best figures of the year. I really like this guy a lot. And man, Taskmaster is great. My only big issue with him is that you can dislocate his elbow, which I don't know if it's a technique he learns from something. Maybe he does it to get out of a trap or something in the movie, but it's just sort of an oversight that if they corrected it, it would be one of the best figures of the year. But yeah, Taskmaster's good. We still don't know who he, maybe she, who knows? They, whoever Taskmaster is. He's there. Whatever Taskmaster is. Whatever Taskmaster is a Skrull, who knows? That could be something interesting they can delve into. Maybe get Secret Wars going on. But yeah, I've always loved Tasky as a character and as a look. It's great. Yeah, Taskmaster's really cool. I don't even know if he's on shelves anymore. Probably not. They might re-release him when the movie comes out or something just to gain more hype. But yeah, Taskmaster's been a great figure. And now let's go to number 1. Congratulations, Cull Obsidian. You are number 1. Possibly the most improved figure I've ever seen from Marvel Legends. A complete redo of the previous figure. And this is just amazing. I love the detail. I love the sculpt. I love the articulation. Everything about this guy is just fire. He is one of the most awesome figures. I cannot stop just posing around him and just making him just move and do his thing. Cull Obsidian is wonderful. He is a great figure. And out of the somewhat lackluster Phoenix that this year was, Rising from the Ashes was the Thanos 5-pack that completely redid a bunch of figures and made this guy one of my favorites. I mean, this thing is great. Little sparkles on the inside, too. Yeah, Cull, you did it. Good job, buddy. I love this shield pad. I love this little hint at Captain Marvel. It looks like, I don't know what it is, but it breaks the color up and looks really nice. I love the design of this whole thing. And yeah, the MCU did a great job this year, Marvel Legends-wise. I feel like they rectified a lot of their issues. They've made figures that we needed sorely, like Stan Lee, and they also redid figures that we sorely need to redo. Yeah, what can I say? Cull's great, wonderful figure, great paint, great sculpt, great everything, great job, Hasbro. Nothing more much else I can say. His articulation is wonderful. He doesn't have that bendy thing like Taskmaster had. And that would have made him number 1, I think. Because I usually don't put bigger Build-A-Figure guys as my number 1. I try to make it a fair, even playing field. And just keep it so they all are the same playing field, kind of. I mean, this guy's probably going to get a higher rating or ranking in my sort of Build-A-Figure, larger figure maybe category. But I don't even know if I have him in there or not. But who knows? And that's going to be the next one, by the way. Ranking all the Build-A-Figures and stuff. But this is the MCU/Gamerverse review. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much for watching, Jesse Heck Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jesseheckcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.